Welcome to Focus Compass 360. In this video, we're going to talk about a question that a lot of people struggle with. Why do some people manage to work out regularly, stay focused, get up earlier, and stick to their goals, while others keep starting over? A lot of people think the answer is motivation. They tell themselves, I just need to finally feel motivated. Then I'll get started. Then I'll stick with it. Then I'll change my life. But that's exactly where the problem begins. Motivation feels great. It can help you start and give you a burst of energy. But it isn't reliable. It doesn't show up every day. It comes and goes. Some mornings you wake up energized. Other mornings you don't feel like doing anything. And when your whole life depends on whether you feel motivated today, you're giving away control. You're giving it to your mood, your sleep, stress, distractions, your phone, the weather, and whatever feeling is strongest in that moment. And that's exactly why discipline matters more than motivation. Not because motivation is bad, but because motivation on its own just isn't enough. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. Motivation says, I'll do it when I feel like it. Discipline says, I'll take one small step even though I don't feel like it right now. And that difference changes everything. A lot of people wait for the perfect moment. Monday, a new month, the new year, or the day they finally feel ready. But life doesn't wait. Your body doesn't wait. Your goals don't wait. Time doesn't wait. Your future isn't created by waiting. It's created by taking action. And most of the time, that action doesn't start with something huge. It starts small. It doesn't start with a perfect plan, a 3-hour workout, or changing your entire life overnight. It starts with one simple sentence. I'm going to take the first small step right now. That's discipline. A lot of people misunderstand discipline. They think it means being hard on yourself, punishing yourself, never feeling tired or weak, and never having a bad day. But that's not true. Discipline doesn't mean you never have bad days. It means you still do one small thing that's good for you. It doesn't mean you hate yourself. It means you care enough not to leave everything to chance. Discipline doesn't mean I have to be perfect. It means I'm going to keep moving. And that's a huge difference. Because a lot of people don't fail because they don't want it badly enough. They fail because they try to change too much, all at once. They say, starting tomorrow, I'm changing everything. No sugar, daily workouts, getting up at 5, eating perfectly, staying focused all day, becoming a new person overnight. It sounds powerful, but most of the time, it doesn't last. Why? Because your brain doesn't like change when it's too big, too fast, and too difficult. Big goals can be exciting, but they can also create a lot of pressure. When you're facing a huge mountain, you might not even start. You look up and think, There's no way I can do this. But when you only focus on the next step, it becomes easier. Not the whole mountain, just the next step. Not your entire new life, just the next action. Not, from today on I'll be completely disciplined. Instead, I'm putting my shoes on. Not, I have to change my whole life. Instead, I'm putting my phone away. Not, I have to succeed immediately. Instead, I'll focus for 10 minutes. That's the point. Discipline grows through small actions that you repeat. Not through big announcements. You don't become disciplined because you say it out loud once. You become disciplined because you keep doing it. Repetition changes you. When you repeat the same action in a similar situation, it gets easier. At first, you have to think about it, it takes effort, and it feels unfamiliar. But over time, it turns into a routine. And routines matter because they take some of the work off your shoulders. You don't have to negotiate with yourself every single day. You don't wake up asking, should I do it? Do I feel like it? Am I motivated? Am I ready? Instead, you have a clear rule. For example, after I get up, I drink a glass of water. After breakfast, I go for a 10-minute walk. At 7 in the evening, I put my phone away. If something distracts me, I write it down and get back to work. If I don't feel like working out, I only do 5 minutes. That sounds simple, and that's why it often works better than a huge resolution. Discipline needs clarity. A vague wish is weak. A clear plan is strong. I want to exercise more is vague. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock, I work out for 30 minutes is clear. I want to spend less time on my phone is vague. From 9 o'clock onward, my phone stays in the hallway is clear. I want to be more productive is vague. Every morning, before I check my messages, I spend 25 minutes working on one important task is clear. The difference is massive. A wish sounds good. A plan tells you what to do. And this leads to an important idea. You probably don't need more motivation. You need fewer arguments with yourself. A lot of people don't lose their energy while doing the task. They lose it before they begin. They overthink, negotiate, look for excuses, check how they feel, pick up their phone, and delay the start. And suddenly, an hour is gone. So discipline also means negotiating less. Don't restart the same discussion every day. Don't ask whether you feel like it. Don't wait for the perfect mood. Have a simple rule instead. When it's 7 o'clock, I get going. When my phone distracts me, I put it away. When I'm tired, I still do 5 minutes. When I mess up, I start again the next day. That's discipline. Not being perfect, coming back. Because setbacks are part of the process. There will be days when it doesn't work, when you're tired, distracted, or fall back into old habits. That's normal. The real mistake isn't falling once. It's saying, now everything is ruined, so I might as well give up. A disciplined person isn't someone who never falls. A disciplined person is someone who gets back up sooner. That's incredibly important to understand. A lot of people think in all-or-nothing terms. Either it's perfect or pointless. Either they complete the full workout or do nothing. Either they eat perfectly or stop caring. Either the day is productive or wasted. But long-term change doesn't work like that. Long-term change doesn't need perfection. It needs you to come back. Missing one day isn't the end. A bad week isn't proof you've failed. Getting distracted doesn't mean you're hopeless. You just need the next small step. And that's why discipline can also be kind. That might sound strange at first. But real discipline isn't against you. Real discipline is for you. It doesn't say, you're not good enough, so you need to suffer. It says you matter, so act in your own best interest. That's a big difference. Self-love doesn't mean only doing what feels easy and comfortable. Sometimes self-love means going to bed instead of scrolling. Not through one life-changing moment, but through many small moments. Reading for 5 minutes, walking for 10, finishing one task, drinking water, putting your phone away, writing one page, doing one push-up, going to bed earlier. But those small actions become powerful when you repeat them. Because your life usually doesn't change because of one massive day. It changes because of what you do regularly. You become what you repeat. If you repeat distraction every day, distraction becomes normal. If you repeat procrastination every day, procrastination becomes normal. If you repeat excuses every day, excuses become normal. But when you take one small step every day, that also becomes normal. Focus can become normal. Movement can become normal. Order can become normal. Clarity can become normal. Discipline can become normal. Not immediately, but over time. And that's exactly why you shouldn't wait until you feel motivated. Motivation is welcome when it shows up. Use it. Enjoy it. Let it help you get started. But don't build your life on it. Build it on simple rules, small actions, clear triggers, repetition, returning after mistakes, and a supportive environment. Because your environment matters too. If your phone is next to you, you're more likely to use it. If sweets are in front of you, you're more likely to grab them. If your workout clothes are hidden away, starting feels harder. If your workspace is messy, focusing becomes harder. So discipline doesn't only mean fighting harder. It also means planning smarter. Make good habits easier and make bad habits harder. Put your phone out of reach. Leave your workout shoes where you can see them. Prepare your water. Write down your most important task. Don't work with 10 tabs open. Set clear times. Remove distractions before they distract you. That's not weakness. That's smart self-management. You don't have to win every battle when you can avoid some in the first place. That's worth repeating. You don't have to win every battle when you can avoid some in the first place. If your phone distracts you, don't test your willpower. Put it away. If you have no energy at night, schedule important things earlier. If you collapse on the couch after work, put on your workout clothes before you sit down or as soon as you get home. If you know you tend to overthink, make the first step so small that you don't need an excuse. This is where the 5-minute rule can help. You don't say, I have to work out for an hour. You say, I'll do 5 minutes. You don't say, I have to finish everything today. You say, I'll focus for 5 minutes. You don't say, I have to change my whole life. You say, I'm going to take one small action right now. And then something interesting often happens. Starting is harder than continuing. Once you've begun, it usually gets easier. Not every time, but often. Your body starts moving. Your mind becomes clearer. The resistance gets smaller. And even if you stop after 5 minutes, you've still won. Why? Because you've sent yourself the most important message. I'm someone who starts. That identity is powerful. Because discipline isn't only about what you do, it's also about how you see yourself. If you keep saying, I'm undisciplined, sooner or later you'll act like it. But when you keep proving to yourself, I can keep small promises to myself, your self-image begins to change. You don't have to convince yourself that you're perfect. You just have to give yourself evidence. Small pieces of evidence. Every day. A check mark. A short walk. One finished task. One conscious choice. One no to a distraction. One yes to yourself. That's how you build trust in yourself. not through words, but through experience. You trust yourself more when you see that you can rely on yourself. And that may be one of the biggest benefits of discipline. Discipline doesn't only create results, it creates self-respect. You realize, I can act even when it's difficult. I can come back after I fall. I can follow through on small things. I don't have to be completely controlled by my mood. That doesn't mean you should ignore your feelings. Your feelings, tiredness, stress, and overwhelm matter. If you're constantly exhausted, you may not only need more discipline, you may also need rest, support, or professional help. This video is not a substitute for medical or psychological advice. But for many everyday goals, one thing is true. You don't have to wait until you feel perfect. You're allowed to start small. And you can do that today. Not tomorrow, not on Monday, not someday. Today. So here's a simple challenge for you. Choose one single action that you're going to do every day for the next 7 days. It needs to be small. So small that it's hard to come up with a convincing excuse. Walk, clean, read, write, stretch, sit quietly and breathe, or work on one important task for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be perfect, big, or impressive. It just needs to be consistent. Do it for 7 days. And if you miss a day, start again the next day. Don't beat yourself up, don't quit, don't throw everything away. Just come back. Because discipline isn't the moment when everything feels easy. Discipline is the moment when you make one small, good decision, even though you feel resistance. Motivation asks, do I feel like it? Discipline asks, what's the next right step? And that question can change your life. Not instantly, not overnight, but step by step. So don't wait for motivation to arrive. Build a system that still works when motivation is missing. Small actions, clear rules, fewer distractions, more repetition, more returning after setbacks, more self-respect. Motivation can get you started, but discipline keeps you moving forward. And in the end, this isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about becoming someone you can rely on. If you remember only one thing from this video, let it be this. You don't have to feel motivated to begin. You just have to begin so that momentum has a chance to grow. The next step doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real. Thanks for watching. If this topic speaks to you and you want to build more clarity, focus, discipline, and inner strength, Subscribe to Focus Compass 360. And now, choose your one small action for the next 7 days. Not later. Right now.